Guys, it's Bro You Whack, and this is the second episode where we look through my whole entire skin collection in Overwatch 2. Last episode we did the support heroes, now we're doing the tanks. And the tanks have some pretty heavy hitters in the skin department. D.va, the original Kiriko, getting all the skins. Reinhardt, the Kiriko of tanks, getting all the collab skins. But there's also a lot of tanks that just get ignored, like Zarya and Zarya. But let's start off with a good tank in the skin department, which is D.va. Now, it's no surprise that D.va has so many skins from the Overwatch 1 era, but also the Overwatch 2 era. There was a point where she was getting a ton of collab skins and a ton of shop skins. Oh my god, I didn't realize how many shop skins she actually had and how many shop skins I bought. But not only that, she also has a good amount of epic skins. I have some Overwatch League skins, like with the Houston Outlaws and the Overwatch League, but some important skins to point out is, of course, my favorite skin, which is probably Cardboard. With the sound effects, with the design, with D.va herself, it's just a really cute looking skin. But my rarest skin has got to be EDM, just because this was in the very first Battle Pass from Season 1, and since they never brought back Battle Pass skins, these are like the only OG skins they can really get in the game. But another notable skin that... Can I complain for a second about OG skins? Blizzard, I've had it! OG! The Gentle Toki Aqua skin. You guys might remember the Gentle Toki Fuchsia skin, which was given out to everybody in the Overwatch world. But for a moment in time, like about a couple of months, there was only about 300 people in the world that had access to the Gentle Toki Aqua D.va skin. And the only, let me get them real quick. The only way to get the Aqua D.va skin was to get the Gentle Monster D.va glasses from Blizzard themselves, and only like Billie Eilish, BTS, and a bunch of Overwatch creators got these glasses, which means that we were the only ones that had these skins. But then they sold them in the shop, ruining my OG. Am I actually salty about the D.va skin being sold? Absolutely. But for the rest of the skins, I mean, we have the recent collab skin with Persona 5 with Queen, one of my favorite girls from Persona, now with my favorite girl in Overwatch, and a bunch of other shop skins. Like, we got 3 D.va La Seraphim skins. I got all of them, of course, and who could forget about the cat skins for D.va? When Black Cat first came out, it broke the internet, and then they re-released it with the remix event with White Cat, and then they brought it back for a third time with Dainty Cat. But just looking at the variety skins, like we got a Porsche collab skin with D.va. My goodness, another La Seraphim collab skin. Like, D.va is very versatile in the skin department, and that's what I just love so much about D.va, and that's part of the reason why I decided to main her way back in 2017, is because not only did she get all the skins, even though these Junker skins are terrible, these have got to be the worst skins ever for D.va. She just got so many skins way back in the day, and also so many merch was made of her, whether it's clothes or like accessories. You always see that D.va pillow in the back. So that's part of the reason why I want to main D.va, is because, well, she's not only just fun, but we also get good representation in the real world and in the skin department. And who could forget about the mythic skin, which I'm gonna be honest, out of all these, like there are so many legendary skins, even a good amount of epic skins. Like, we got the original D.va Nano Cola skin from the challenge way back in the day that started all these challenge skins. Mythic skin, kind of a letdown, kind of a disappointment. I do use the aspect which makes her look like Naruto and give her the mask. Where's the mask? Look, she looks exactly like Naruto if she was cosplaying at Comic-Con. Yo, but do you remember D.va Officer? Some of you guys might not remember because they put this skin in loot boxes a couple months later, but the only way to get this skin was to play 5 or 10 games of Heroes of the Storm, which was basically impossible for console players because you had to play it on PC, but they didn't have a PC. Oh, I remember the drama behind this skin. Going back to back with Heroes with Fire skins, we got Doomfist up next. Now, even though I'm a certified Doomfist hater, I gotta recognize when he has some good skins, like the recent collab Destro. I never even watched or played with G.I. Joe, but I can recognize that good of a skin. And here we have Norris, a pretty decent recolor where they changed it from his, his Jotun winter skin, and then they just brought back his like original colored skin, but had this blue fist. Oh, it's so cool. We got Bass and Strike Commander. I don't really know how I feel about the Mirror Watch event. Kind of a letdown in the skin department, but it was still cool to see nonetheless. But Yo, can we talk about Funky real quick? Funky is a top 10 skin of all time. Like, this is such a good skin. The colors, the fist with the DJ turntables, his afro, and the glasses, the Reggie Jackson glasses that he's gonna be wearing indoors. Come on, he is so fly. And who could forget about the OG collab, the original One Punch Man collab with Saitama? This would have been my rarest skin, but my rarest skin for Doomfist has got to be this one, the Kin Yoon skin. I'm pretty sure this was a starter pack skin. If not this one, the General is also one of my rarest Doomfist skins, because the only way to get this skin was if you were an OG, like an actual OG Overwatch player before Overwatch 2 came out. Tropical and Cursed Warrior, a lot of rare skins are in like the epic department. I didn't realize how many epic skins Doomfist has. Oh yeah, this is also another rare one. You're gonna see a lot of like challenge skins from events where you can only get a specific skin, in this case Monk, during the week 1 of the Year of the Rat event. So you're gonna see a lot of rare skins coming from events like this. If they didn't bring back the Overwatch League skins, this also would have been a very rare skin, the Thunder Doomfist skin. This was the championship skin for the San Francisco Shock, and you can see some elements like the SF in his belt. You can see the Shock logo from their bridge logo there. But oh my god, I forgot how bad some of these default legendary skins are. Actually, Blackhand is a good one. This came from the Blizzard World collab event where they collaborated with themselves with other Blizzard IPs. And you know, Swarm Months I used a lot way back in the day because Doomfist didn't really have a lot of skins, surprisingly, or that good skins. Like, I mean, Formal was a good one. This was, oh, I have a t-shirt just like that in my closet as well. Man, Doomfist, like, he's slowly starting to get better skins, but at the beginning, there was only like maybe 2-3 skins. Oh yeah, and Bonebreaker. This came from like the Star Wars event way back in the day. This is also another rare skin that was in that Battle Pass. A lot of rare Battle Pass skins and a lot of rare epic skins are going to be in my gallery. Next up, we have Hazard, and he has a lot of good skins. So we got Mobster here that came out, I think, in the very first Battle Pass that he ever was released in. And then we got Bixi, where he's looking like almost like a villain from Spider-Man, the Gator, bro. And then we have 4 of his rare skins here. Actually, that red one looks pretty good. And yeah, that's it for the Hazard skins. And here we have the Junker Queen, a very underrated hero that I think is deserving of more skins. She's a great tank, very funny. Like, if you hear their interactions, she's a very comical character. But while there's not a lot of Junker Queen skins, my all-time favorite skin from the Queen has got to be Poolside. It's not only because of the way that she's looking. Oh, yo, mommy Junker Queen's looking good. But it's also because of the accessories. She's got a water scattergun. She's got a Jeff the Shark knife. And she has that same Jeff design here with the axe. Like, you cannot tell me they did not look at Jeff and be like, yo, we hate Marvel Rivals, but we gotta make a skin after that, guys. So let's give it to the Junker Queen. But my rarest skins that I got has got to be Black Metal and Necrotic Witch, just because they're Battle Pass skins from a previous season, especially Black Metal. I think this came out in season 2, maybe 3, I can't really remember. And then, of course, we got the Mythic Zeus Junker Queen skin. The way that I customize it is not really with the, I don't know why I have the snakes there, but I like to customize it with the eagle, and then have that with her hair flowing, and then her Zeus-like crown, and then her accessories also change. Hey, we don't get that anymore with Mythic skins. Remember when we used to be able to change the look of the gun? Here we have like a thunder design, and then, oh, that eagle design is so clean. We have that same eagle design with the knife, but the thunder, yo, the thunder knife, come on! You cannot tell me that's not he! And all the different colors, I don't think I've ever seen the, wait, is that a black and gold knife? Oh, that is too clean. Yo, I gotta get these color palettes for the Junker Queen and her Mythic skin, because these look too good not to get. Overall, the Junker Queen doesn't have a lot of notable skins. Here we got the Ellen DeGeneres skin. I like this skin. I don't know why people hate on it and clown it. Maybe it is because she looks exactly like Ellen DeGeneres. But I think her design really lends herself to a lot of great and unique type of skins, even though they're a lot more serious, like we see like with Heavy Metal and Black Metal. Even Necrotic Witch is pretty serious. But then when we get to Poolside, and she gets to show off her little personality a bit. Yeah, like even when I look at like the epic skins, like with Yotin and Punker Queen, it's like, okay, girl, look, man, have a little bit more fun with your design. You don't gotta tell people, hey, I'm gonna step on you for fun, and also in a sexual way. Please let that be me. Next up, we have everyone's favorite tank, that's sarcasm, Mauga. So we got Demon Rocker here, and I love the Demon Rocker skins. I feel like that's an underrated skin set. We got Iliari, we got Mauga. those are like the only two notable ones I remember, but those are really good ones. And just like the Junker Queen, he's also kind of forgotten about. Like when he first released, or actually no, the season after he released, I think Port de Pax, his lore skin was added. Like, how are you gonna have the shirt on the map Samoa, but not have the skin when he released? Bone Splitter came out. This is very forgettable. Magma also came out, and I never really care for the Magma skins. Like, I think Torbjorn also has one where he looks very weird. I think even Echo also got one too. But then we got his very first collab skin with Jet Black, with the Cowboy Bebop collab. Yo, I love that anime. I love the collab. A lot of people really didn't care for the skins because of how Cassie looked, but I mean, I thought they did the other characters justice, especially with Jet Black. And then we got Yutton. They love the Yutton skins, man. And then we got a rugby one where in Samoa, rugby, I'm pretty sure is the national sport. They love their rugby there. And then we got the 4 rare skins. Is that all the skins that I have? Yeah, I own every single skin besides the Overwatch Champion Series skin. A lot of the Overwatch Champion Series skins I'm not gonna own because like I don't care about them. Like they're just orange and black skins. Orisa's up next, and if there has ever been a glow up from Overwatch 1 skins to Overwatch 2 skins, it's gotta be Orisa. Like, we have Starsheep Orisa being my favorite skin, and then we got Griffin, my rarest Orisa skin that came from, I think, the Season 5 Battle Pass. That looks phenomenal, by the way. And then what about for oh yeah, this is also another rare one. You got the, so this isn't the OR15 skin, if I can find, or Null Sector skin that came out in Overwatch 1 during the Archives event. This is a challenge skin that you unlocked from the Mirror Watch event that I think you could have gotten twice, but this is definitely a rare skin because no one really cares for the skin because most of the time they already have the Null Sector skin. But look at all these legendary skins. Like, you think Orisa is such a forgettable hero until you realize just how many good skins she's got. Like, yeah, she's got a recolor of one of her best skins, Starsheep, but she's got Rubber Duck. Well, this is technically a recolor of her Rubber Ducky skin, which, I mean, is also a fantastic skin. This would have been my favorite skin if not for Starsheep. But then when we get to the Overwatch 1 skins, we got Reindeer, we got Demon, Forest Spirit. Like, yes, the Overwatch 1 skins, very lackluster, but Overwatch 2? Yo, you can't really be hate. I mean, we got Retro Future being a toy robot from like the 1960s. One of, I think, the only collab skins that she's also gone. Appa is here too, which is also another fan favorite. I gotta favorite that too. There's just so many good Orisa skins that I forget. It's like, why do people forget about her? Like, when you think of it, Orisa has way more skins than even like someone like Zarya, and like it's kind of surprising because no one ever talks about it. Even the epic skins look good. Ice Cream, yo, I want to make a dish of that. Actually, I did make a dish of that on Chef You Whack. Go check that video out. We won't really be looking at the rare skins or even the Overwatch League skins. Like, I have most of the Florida Mayhem epic skins just because I was on the team. They gave me most, if not all, of the Florida Mayhem uniform skins. I don't think I got the Overwatch 2 version of the skins, but I think I have most of the Overwatch 1 skins. Oh yeah, I almost forgot about her mythic. Okay, so maybe this is why they decided to give her a lot better legendary skins, because they did her so dirty with their mythic skin, only giving her 2 weapon arms, which you could barely tell, and 4 color palettes. Most of them look terrible. Like, I don't like this one. This looks like her regular legendary skin. This one, it's pretty decent. This one looks gross, and then this one's pretty sick. But I mean, like, then we have 2 more here. Yo, I never realized the Iridescent one looks good on all the mythic skins. Okay, maybe the mythic skin doesn't look bad. You just gotta get to level 4 and get the Iridescent one. But if we're talking about a forgotten hero, let's talk about Ramattra. Man, I feel for you, Ramattra, babes. He still doesn't have a dance emo. Where is his dance emo? I know we're talking about skins, but please, Blizzard, give him a dance emote, not just a thumbs up when he deserves it, but also give us some better skins. Like, what are these lore-inspired skins? It's literally just robes. Biohazard. Poseidon is definitely his best one, also my favorite one, and also my rarest Ramattra skin. This came out, I think, the same season that he released in Season 2. Yeah, this came out during the Greek God event. So when this skin came out, at first I wanted Reinhardt to get the Poseidon skin, but thank God Ramattra did, because if he didn't, man, he would have gotten such terrible, terrible skins. Like, Megatron is pretty cool. Epion, I never played with Gundam or watched Gundam. I wasn't on that side of anime yet, so I don't really care that much for the Gundam skins. And also this recently released R7K per server. Like, is this supposed to be an Echo crossover skin? Like, it came out the most random time, and the epic skins as well. Dude, can we talk about Kabuki real quick? So there was a glitch when the Maximilian Vault came out, I think 2 seasons ago, where almost everybody, if not half of the Overwatch community, got the Kabuki skin discounted, man. That skin was absolutely ran through. Same with Primordial, and sometimes with Jade Totem. Like, what was Maximilian's obsession with Ramattra skins? Like, he doesn't have a lot. Why are you trying to pimp him out all of a sudden? Ramattra, man, I wish he had more skins. He's a great tank. I love playing him. I feel like he's kind of a fan favorite in the tank department, but for Blizzard, no, they'd rather just give all the skins to Reinhardt, D.va, and even Orisa. But here it is, the tank that I think has the most skins, most collab skins, epic skins, everything, even Overwatch League skins. That is a fact in Overwatch 2, Reinhardt. Now, there's a lot of skins, but some skins I want to point out. Cardboard, this is my all-time favorite. I mean, all the cardboard skins are probably going to be my favorite because it's so simple, yet so perfect for Overwatch heroes. The way they designed it and got all the quirks. Like, but for the other skins, this is my rarest skin probably in the whole entire game. This is called Reinhardt, and you got this skin by getting the virtual ticket package for, I think, the 2021 BlizzCon event. They didn't have a 2020 BlizzCon because of COVID, so they did it online, and this cost like 50 bucks. And this was also during a time where, like, Blizzard wasn't so popular, so a lot of people weren't giving them a lot of money to go to a virtual event to just get a skin, and they have never, ever brought the skin back, at least to my recollection. They did, however, bring a recolor version of Heaven's Devil. In case you guys don't know, this is actually a skin from StarCraft, so this is a StarCraft collab skin, technically, and this is one of the characters, and this is also another one of the characters. This is a rare skin in Overwatch that you'll see a lot of Reinhardt mains probably flex on their Discord and saying, hey, you like me now? It's like, no, I like the Genji main. I don't like you stinky Reinhardt mains. And thank God I don't play Reinhardt. But this is also another rare skin that might seem very random that you won't see anyone talk about. But this is a Summer Games weekly skin challenge that you got from the 2019 event. I think this was the first event that they ever had the weekly skin challenges available for heroes for a limited time. But when we look at all the other skins, like, my God. Oh my God, he has so many. I don't even know where to start. And I said before, but I'll say it again, I got most of these Overwatch 1 skins from opening loot boxes and also giving my soul to Blizzard by playing Overwatch and being very depressed for long periods of time. So that's how I was able to get most, if not all, these Reinhardt skins. But do you remember Crusader? This is probably one of his best ones from the lore cinematic of Reinhardt. It was such a beautiful cinematic where they also introduced Brigitte and I think Bulger. Yeah, this is his mentor. And then they had a second skin of Griefheart. This is when his master died on the throne in Eichenwald. Dude, they would never, ever bring 2 new skins. Well, actually, they would bring 2 new skins in the form of recolor and charge you $40 for both of them, man. Dude, they used to love the skins back in the day. Now look at them. The 2020 Atlantic All-Star skin was a very rare skin way back in the day. This was a contrasted skin with D.va where she had the blue one for the Pacific All-Stars, so that was really cool. I miss when they did the All-Star skins, man. That was always something I looked forward to during the All-Star event. Conductor was a really cute one. This had a special sound effect whenever you charged forward. A little train just honk, and then wrapping paper. Oh yeah, I forgot. So he had one epic Christmas skin, and now he has a legendary one of recoloring his cardboard skin, but this is a good recolor. Like, it's different enough to where it's its own unique design. I don't mind that if you're gonna recolor an Overwatch 2 skin, make it somewhat Demon. Oh, Demon Lord. Yo, I love this. I love a lot of Reinhardt skins, man. I got Roseheart, I think, in a loot box, or maybe in one of my vaults. I can't remember. And man, just looking back at all these skins, Optimus Prime, man, that was a good collab skin. Lich King, I didn't care for World of Warcraft that much, but this was another great collab skin just because of the sword. It's very rare whenever they give Reinhardt a sword because I think there is a design policy where they try not to change the hammer into a sword. Yet they did it here. We have All Might. This is another fan favorite because All Might's a fan favorite character from My Hero Academia. The 8-bit skin is another personal favorite just because of the design with the pixels and his goofy little face poolside with the hammer. I wish it squeaks. Yo, how come the Torbjorn hammer squeaks but not Reinhardt's hammer? I said before, but I'll say it again. I just never really realized just how many, not only skins he has, but good skins, because there's not really a miss skin. Maybe in the epic department, because I look at some of these, it's like, it's kind of a miss. But if you remember, so this is why I said that he has the most Overwatch League skins. Not only does he have the Overwatch 1 uniform skins, the Overwatch 2 uniform skins, but also Prideful. This had every single Overwatch League team in existence, every single Overwatch team had a prideful uniform skin. I don't know why they did it for this specific skin, but I'm pretty sure this is the most recolored skin in the whole entire game. Of course, I don't have all of them because this would legit be thousands of dollars if I try to get not only just the Reinhardt skins, but all of the Overwatch League inspired skins. That Florida Mayhem one, yo, even though I'm not on the team anymore because it no longer exists, the Florida Mayhem color scheme's some of the best in the whole entire game. I miss the Overwatch League so much, man, so much. I almost forgot about the mythic skins. So like this kind of a letdown, I'm not gonna lie. Like, it definitely wasn't my favorite mythic skin, but I feel like for Reinhardt mains, it sufficed. It was fun. Like, you could tell I didn't even complete the whole entire mythic skin. I think this was the first season where they changed it to like the level progression system, and I just didn't want to spend all my mythic prisms on Reinhardt, a character that I just don't ever play. And plus, again, I am not missing any skins from Reinhardt that I wouldn't otherwise use if I even was a Reinhardt main. Reinhardt, he's a great hero. He's a fun character, and he has some great skins. If you got the Reinhardt Galaxy Hammer, which I do not, I do have the Golden Hammer, let me quick that, you would have made a great investment getting the Galaxy Hammer. Now here's all my Roadhog skins. Now at the beginning of Overwatch 1, he was a fan favorite, but slowly over time, he's kind of fallen out of favor, probably just because he gets reworked so much. But when Junkenstein's Monster came out, this is probably the best Roadhog skin ever. I love this skin. It's so well designed. This was like really the turning point of Overwatch 1 skins because we had Witch Mercy, we had Junkenstein himself with Junkrat. The 2016 Halloween event truly is probably the best event at the time, and also still to this day to ever release with the game mode, with the skin, just everything that came out. But then slowly over time, Roadhog, he still got some good skins like the Championship San Francisco Shock skin, where they got their second championship in a row. We see that represented with the 2 stars here on the belly. I feel like it pales in comparison to the Thunder Doomfist skin, just because like not much is really done to it. When you look at Roadhog and you look at Doomfist, Roadhog, they really only turned his face mask on fire and gave his hook kind of that same fiery effect, but nothing else is really done to it. Like we see the San Francisco Shock and the canister is just like, there's really nothing to it other than just the logo. Like this looks more in your face like this is San Francisco Shock. And then here, oh my god, Pachamari, how I love ya! Why don't they give Roadhog more goofy skins? They literally brought back the Pachamari event a second time just because this was a fan favorite. Like he looks so cute with his Pachamari face mask, his little rotating hat, and then the Pachamari replaces his tattoo #1 fan. Like he is all Pachamari'd out. He's even got the pants on. Man, it's so good. But looking at the other skins, Toxic was a skin that I used a lot because, I mean, this is the Overwatch community, and what better here to represent it than Roadhog? And they love it so much they decided to remix it, not recolor it. They brought these 3 remix events where they technically recolored the skin, but here they gave it a purple design as well. Militia was one that I love to use mainly just because of the gun. It's an M16 with a laser sight. Oh my god, it's so good. And this is probably his creepiest skin that he got. This came in at the 2017 Lunar event where they replaced his mask with a pig face. Like, why would they bring this skin? Like, it's so creepy and a lot of the Lunar skins I feel like could have been Halloween skins just because they look so like torturous. Like when you look at the Ana Lunar New Year skin from the 2017 event, that's also just a curse. One hero that I feel like has some great base legendary skins because most of the time they're cheeks, but it's Roadhog. We have Sharkbait and Toa, which just looks so goofy but so cool. And then here we got the Overwatch 2 skins. Kaiju is one that I use a lot, but one problem, the gun is so big. Like it takes up way more real estate on the screen than any of his other skins. So Lifeguard, maybe they did bring some goofy skins, but Lifeguard, you gotta equip the Lifeguard highlight intro because if you don't, you're just missing out the whole entire experience. Robot, I don't really care for, and some of these other skins, like again, like I don't really care for much of the Roadhog skins because over time he's just kind of fallen out of favor. But Polar Hog, this one's really cute. I don't know what kind of animal he's supposed to be. He kind of reminds me of Snoopy a little bit. And even his Halloween skins, like why don't they just like recolor this one and release it for the Halloween event? Because they'll do just as good of scaring the kids away, more so than Horror Hog does. But if there's one character that has some really good epic skins, it's Roadhog. Like we got Clown and Pigman. This was a really good one just because it's such a simple but perfect one for Roadhog. Him covered in mud, and then we of course got the Pachamari one. Frosty's a really good one. Oh, with the snowball and the carrot one, I like using this one sometimes. Rudolph was one that I used way back in the day because Roadhog really didn't get much skins, so this was I think a really good one with the Roadhog nose for his belly button. And then that is all of the epic skins. And then Tanuki, I still do not have, but I feel like I will be getting this one soon just because like it's perfect. It's a Tanuki. His legs look a little bit skinny. He skipped leg day, but it's still cute. It's literally Tom Nook now, but for Roadhog. Sigma is probably my least favorite tank, and it'll definitely show with all the skins because I don't have all this. Okay, well, I mean, I still have a decent amount of skins. I do have his mythic skin though, probably one of my least favorite mythic skins that for some reason people absolutely adore, and I don't know why. Like, I got it complete. I have all the armor accessories and his crowns and the different orbs. Like, dude, remember when you used to customize the mythic skin to the fullest extent? Oh, how I miss good mythic skins. But when it comes to skins, like especially the legendary skins for Sigma, he has some notable ones. Flying Dutchman's a good one. We look here, and this is probably my most valuable one with Maestro. I don't think they brought this one back from the challenge sets with the Maestro challenge, obviously. And then this is also another rare Sigma skin that I have, Drowned Warrior. I think this is the skin that you got if you went to BlizzCon in real life. I don't know if there was a virtual ticket option because I went with the World Cup, so they just gave me this one for free. Let's actually start with the epic skins because here we got M. Bison, one of, I think, the only collab skin that he got, and Galactic. He actually has some decent epic skins. Talon, this is a lore-inspired one from his Talon comic, I think, when he was first released. And then Dr. Decoupler, this is his, like, OG skin before he went crazy and heard the voices, they're singing to me! He has a bee skin to match Mercy and Hammond and May. Like, dude, they love the bee skins in Overwatch. But if there's one set of skins Blizzard loves more, it's pirate skins, bro. Because not only do we have Flying Dutchman, but we also have Plunderer, a recolor of Flying Dutchman, which is a more inferior skin, in my opinion. But we also have Captain. I'm pretty sure he also has a fourth one. Even though this isn't a recolor, it's basically a pirate skin. He's a captain of the ship. What is this obsession with water, bro? We also got Scuba here, too. He even has a... I forgot. He also has a normal beekeeper skin. They love bees, and they love pirate skins. Like, what's going on here? I remember Ryan was introduced at BlizzCon 2019. People went crazy for that skin. Dude, Bronze Drake, why do I have this skin? I hate all the dragon skins because they look so awkward and not that great. Beholder is actually a pretty good one. I love the face mask, and I love the squids. Also, the squids are in his orbs. They don't ever do anything with his orbs, but what they did do, let's go to, oh yeah, Professor. They changed the orbs into apples. And that's so creative, especially for orbs that admittedly you can't really do much with, but you can do just enough for something that can match the Professor's skin. This is probably also one of my favorite skins that they ever released for Sigma as well. And then Archer, wait, what's the difference between Odin and Archangel? Both of these are the exact same, dude. Sigma is getting scanned. But yeah, like, I don't really have much to go. Oh, wait, no. Oh, I do have almost all of the legendary skins for Sigma. Wait, I thought I was missing a lot. No, he just doesn't get a lot of legendary skins. Like, he gets a good amount. Like, look at all these shop skins, but I don't know, man. Like, he's not like a D.va or a Reinhardt, but he's kind of like Orisa, where he's kind of forgotten, but he has a decent amount of skins. But the same can't be said for good old Winston. I don't know why he's not like Reinhardt, where he gets a ton of skins. Like, he only has one collab skin, and that's Blanca. And it's not even really that good of it. Like, it's a perfect collab. Blanca's a perfect character for Winston, but all they did was change his skin to green, give him some orange hair. They didn't even change the hair and call it a day, and so does a legendary skin. This is an epic skin all day. But my favorite skin has got to be the Ringmaster Battle Pass skin. This is not only a rare one, but it's so good, all just because of his gun. The marquee lights, and when paired up with the galaxy weapon, oh, it's so clean. It looks like a shooting star going through the galaxy, man. But this is probably my rarest skin, Ocean King. This was another skin challenge during the Summer Games event in 2021 during week 1. But if you have this skin that for some reason I can't find, I'll just have to throw it up on the screen. It's the 2017 BlizzCon Winston skin. You got the skin if you went to BlizzCon in person. Well, the skins I do have is good. Like, we have Flying Ace. It's just not the same. This was to celebrate the London Spitfires championship in the very first inaugural season of the Overwatch League, so this would have been a rare skin, but they brought it back, I think, in recent time in Overwatch 2. But Lab Technician is a Battle Pass skin that is very rare as well. Yeti is a skin that I used a lot way back in the day when this came out during the first Winter Wonderland event. Wait, no, was it the first one or the second one? I think it might have been the second one, actually. I used this one a ton, but when Catcher came out, this was probably my favorite Winston skin, just because I played Catcher in high school. I played a lot of baseball. Baseball is my favorite sport of all time, so I love this skin. skin and the Zenyatta one, that one is really cool too. But man, these base legendary skins are just so bad. Like, Safari's kind of cute because you have the mustache, but I don't know, man. Wukong was, I think, his very first skin that he ever got, if not the second one. And this was also a fan favorite when Eco Point Antarctica first came out. There was a drawing or a poster of Wukong Winston that kind of hinted of the lunar event and also this skin releasing. Werewolf was one that I used a lot when the Halloween event came out. Extraterrestrial, ooh, if you use this skin with the Galactic, it's so cool because you have the little space Martian on there to just jiggle with the stars. But yeah, man, I mean, Winston, he has, I think, some decent skins and also some decent epic skins. Like, look at this ugly sweater. Look at Monkey Fist, this tactical with the little helmet. This came out in the very first season. This is also another rare skin that I think you got at tier 70, if I'm not mistaken. So Winston has a lot of rare skins. Probably has the rarest skins in the whole entire game. I might have to make a separate video looking at all the rare skins. Next up, we have Wrecking Ball, aka Hammond, aka a character that I thought had way more skins. Like, all of his legendary skins can fit on a single page. When you look at Reinhardt, dude, it's not, you can't even do it on 2 pages. The skins that he does have, they're okay. I love Ein. The Cowboy Bebop collab not only had some of my favorite collab skins, but also had a Corgi skin. I have a Corgi, and I love Ein. He's just so goofy in the anime, and Hammond is a perfect character to give the Ein skin for. But when you look at the rest of the skins, I mean, they're really adorable. Snowman's probably one of my favorite. Mayhem, the original Florida Mayhem skin as well. The Junker skins and the Horizon skins, not so much, but Jacqueline, oh, I used this so much when it first released. I think during the 2019 Halloween event. Submarine is also really cute. He's a little submarine seaman. He's a seaman hamster. No pod. But while he doesn't have a lot of legendary skins, it's the epic skins where he really thrives. And it's mainly just because they decided to change his ball into random circular objects. Like here, it's an 8 ball. Here, it's a wooden ball. Here, it's a porcelain ball. We got a sugar bomb. We got a honeycomb of beat. Like, dude, just looking at the Overwatch 2 epic skins, they're just so adorable. Watermelon with him and sunglasses. How can you hate on Hammond? This also might be another rare skin. This came out during the Star Watch event, during a challenge. I think you had to play Star Watch a couple of times to unlock this skin, which I think was a pretty difficult challenge because I think you had to play like maybe 20 games of Star Watch, which wasn't that great of a game mode. But the rest of the epic skins, they're even better than some of the legendary skins they have. Like Ultra Watch, come on, you cannot tell me that's not a legendary skin. 8 ball with this little vest, like, my god, Hammond, you are so cute. But here is the character that has the worst skins in the whole entire game, Zarya. I will not argue that. She not only gets no skins, but when she does, they're terrible skins. And not only that, when she does get a legendary skin, it gets removed from the game. I won't speak much about that, but if you know, you know. And it's just unfortunate because that was her best skin. But my favorite skin of all time for Zarya is totally 80s. And that's really it. Like, the rest of the skins that she has are just so, like, bad. They're just awful. Like, her base legendary skins are terrible. The rare skin that she has is Rain Climber. This was a skin to celebrate the Atlanta Reign winning, I think, a mid-season championship of some sort. So they recolored her Rock Climber skin, which I didn't even get. The Charge also got that skin. Yeah, they recolored this one, which this also looks terrible. But luckily, the color palette for the Atlanta Reign looks pretty good. But, I mean, you look at some of these, they recolored the 2016 Summer Games Championship and weightlifter skin way back in the day, and thank God they got rid of that during the Halloween event. But my god, all of these just look so bad. Just, oh my god, they're all misses. It's miss after miss after miss. Make it stop, please. Why do I have any of these skins? Actually, you want to hear a story about Frosted? So this came out during the 2016 winter event, and when this skin came out, so many people complained saying that Blizzard was lazy when it came to skin design because the only thing they did was change her hair to have frost. They sugar dusted her hair. Now they do this without even thinking about it and charging you $20. So I kind of find that a little bit funny. Not for totally 80s. Like, she would not have a single good skin in the whole entire game. It sucks to end on a low note with Zarya, but it's kind of fitting because tanks overall just don't really have a lot of good skins. They mainly all go to support characters, and then DPS, there's so many DPS characters, so you're bound to find some good skins, but tanks, there's not really a lot of them. But D.Va is definitely my favorite because she has some of my favorite skins of all time, and it's also just my favorite character. But hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. Again, this wasn't supposed to flex my gallery, but it was just to go down memory lane, look at some Overwatch 1 skins, look at some early Overwatch 2 skins, and see some rare skins that I have, so that, hey, maybe you feel good about the skins that you have, and maybe you can brag about them in the comments down below. But until that happens, be on the lookout for my DPS skin video where I go through my whole entire DPS skin lineup. That will be a long one, but until that happens, I love you guys. Thank you guys for watching. Overwatch 2 videos to come, and bye.